and welcome to my first ever story time video. So I'm gonna try to keep this as uncut as possible because I want it to come from here. So I'm gonna talk about the time that someone robbed my friend's house while I was sleeping over. That's a very long title, but yeah. So it's basically what I said. So I was at my friend's house yesterday and we were celebrating my birthday, as you could see in my first vlog. If you want to watch that, it's there. So it was that day and that night. So basically, we were just hanging out and stuff, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna go to bed. So we went to bed, and she passed out, and I couldn't sleep until about 4, I guess. So I am so tired right now. I do not know why I'm filming this right now because I'm gonna slur my words and I'm gonna sound so stupid. But so I only got about an hour of sleep last night, but let me cut to the chase. So I was sleeping and I saw like a light and someone pushing her door, okay? But I didn't know if it was her brother or her mom, and I didn't want to act like I was awake because I just didn't want to deal with people, if that makes sense. But I didn't even look at the person. I didn't even know who it was. So then I just didn't think anything of it, and I tried to go back to sleep. So then I checked my clock and I was like, oh, I wonder what time it is, and it said 5:12. So it was 5:12 in the morning. Okay. So anyways, basically I cannot speak right now. Oh my god. So it was 5:12 and I sat and I tried to go to sleep again or whatever, because I figured, no, it was probably just her brother or her mom. Maybe they were looking for something, maybe they couldn't sleep. I don't know what was going through my head, but apparently robber or burglar did not cross my mind at all. So I was like trying to rest, and then I see another light and I was like, okay, what is this person looking for? Like, why is Zach or Kim? Zach is Talia's brother. Kim is Talia's mom. Okay, so why are Zach and Kim looking for something right now? It is 5:12 in the freaking morning. Okay, so I see the door open, and then I see the body of the person. I'm like, that is not Kim or Zach. And I'm just like, pardon my French, I'm just like, shit. I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, you need to stay still, because if this person has a weapon, if they have a weapon or a weapon, you are dead. So they come in and they're pushing the door, and I saw their body, and I was like, that's not them, like I said before. So they're pushing the door, and they have like a phone, and the flashlight, like they look different than a normal flashlight, obviously, because it's an LED light, so it's brighter. They're holding it like this, they're going like this, they're looking around and around, and I see this person. He turns, because I think it's he, I don't really know, but he was I don't know, they were very strong, so I'm assuming that they were a guy, but I will get to how I know they're very strong. So they're going around and they're just like going like this, okay? They're like looking, and then they stop on me, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know what to do. I stayed still, and I just pretended I was like getting comfortable, and I was like I was sleeping, you know, I was pretending I was sleeping, and then it was done. So they go out of the room. I guess they just thought that I was just getting comfortable, just like I wanted them to think. And then I nudged Talia, because she's next to me. With Talia, there's someone in the house, and she goes, Amber, shut up and go back to bed. And I'm like, okay, Talia, there's someone in the house. And she goes, what? And I'm like, Talia, are you listening, right? There's someone in the house. And I'm like whispering it because I don't want this person here, because the door of her room is still open and they're around in the house. And it's not even like, it's an apartment, okay? It's not like a house, because everyone in Istanbul, well, not everyone, but the majority of people live in apartments. So they're still in there. So I was like, Talia, there's someone in the house. Like, I was saying it as soft as I could. And she goes, what do we do? And I said, we're gonna get up and we're gonna lock ourselves in this room and turn the light on, so they know that we're here and we're awake and that we're safe, okay? So Talia, I don't know where this ball of courage came from, because I was frozen. I didn't know what to do. she jumps up and she had like towels on her, she pulls the towels down and she slams the door, she's slamming the door, but the freaking person is pushing it open because I don't know what they want us to do. I don't know if they want to kill us, I don't know if they want to rape us, God forbid anything, but I didn't know what they wanted to do, and that's how we know they were strong, because she was pushing and she was pushing and she was pushing, and she finally pushed and she shoved all of her might cane and she locked the door and we were safe. So then we're sitting, we're like, okay, so what do? Do we call the police? And Talia kept on saying, are you sure that it wasn't Zach? Are you sure it wasn't my mom? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure. And I kept on saying this because I was trying to reassure myself, because I was literally half asleep when I saw all this, so I didn't know if, like, it was them, like, I just didn't know, so I didn't want to say something, then have us call the police, and then, like, have the police be like, oh my god, you're just stupid teenagers. Like, I didn't know, because I've never called 911 before for anything, so I didn't want to just do it for nothing. I don't know. I just didn't want to like bother people, and that's like always, that's about me. You'll learn that on my channel. I literally hate bothering people and I hate annoying people. So I just didn't want to bother the police. But then then she started calling her brother. His phone was not going through. She started calling her mom. It was not going through. She called her sister. It was not going through. She called her dad. It was not going through. I was like, I don't know what to do. I called my boyfriend and he didn't answer, and then I called my parents and they answered, because the time difference, like, it was 5 a.m. in Turkey, but it was like 9:30 in America where my parents live, so so they answered, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm like still whispering because like I don't know what to do. And meanwhile, just let me tell you how freaking creepy this is. This person, whoever they are, this guy or this girl, they are standing outside of the door listening to everything. Okay, and I'm really happy that we speak English, because maybe this person was not educated, because they're a jerkhead who decides to break into a house, and I really hope you're not educated, because I don't like you. So this person standing outside the door, they're like waiting for us, and it's like they're waiting like for us to like come out so that he could hurt us. Like I still like I still like I get a little like scared, like I cry a little bit every time I say that, and I'm laughing, and I'm not like unemotional. It's just my personality is when I'm scared and I feel uncomfortable, I laugh. So that's why I'm laughing. Just letting you know that I don't find this comical, because I was terrified, and I'm still very shaken up because it literally just happened today. So meanwhile, this guy is standing outside and they are listening to what we're doing. So I said, Talia, I said, call the police, because I was on the phone with my mom and she was like, just call the police, doesn't matter, call the police. If it's a false alarm, it's a false alarm, whatever, but if it is the person, if there's someone in there, you need to call the police right now, because they could hurt you. So so Talia called the police while I was on the phone with my mom, because I was like talking to my mom, my dad called the police from America, the Turkish police from America, because he wanted to make sure that we called the right numbers. We're calling. The police call is not going through. The police call, I'm saying this again, is not going through. She called 3 or 4 times. It went through with my dad, which is great, but we wanted to make sure that we were getting like, that they were gonna come. Like, we were just nervous. So she looks up another number. She goes, okay, I'm gonna call the Yeşilyurt Konakları. Okay, the Konakları, it's like a police station. And pardon my Turkish accent. I am sorry if my Turkish is not good, but yeah, I'm sorry. So she's looking up the number. She was like, okay, I know this number. I'm gonna call this. And then she called it. Thank God she got people on the phone. Okay, thank God. She talked to someone and they said, it sounded like they thought that we were like completely joking and being stupid teenagers, or like, and I don't mean to say stupid teenagers, because I am, like, I'm not a teenager anymore because I'm 20, but I still, like, I just turned 20, so I'm still a stupid teenager. Anyways, so like it sounded like they were just like thinking that we were dumb and it was like a dare or something, like, I don't know. So they're like, okay, we're gonna send someone over. And she was like, please, as fast as you can, please. So thank God they actually did that. As soon as as 4 minutes passed and the police showed up. But meanwhile, while we're on the phone, we're waiting, this person is outside of the door. But as soon as they hear the word police, they run. Or, well, we don't know this until after the police come. So apparently they ran, okay? But Talia and I are sitting there because we don't know that this person has fled yet. We're sitting there, we're like, okay, so when the police come, how are we gonna unlock the door? How are we gonna go open the door? We were like thinking, and we were like, I was like, do you have anything heavy? Do you have anything like aerosol, like, I don't know, deodorant, like the spray deodorant, or do you have like hairspray or pepper spray? Because like we didn't have pepper spray, but I was hoping we would. So she was like, well, I have this this deodorizing spray for pH levels, if you girls know what I mean. So she was like, I have this. So then she grabbed that, and she like was like standing there at the door. She's like waiting to hear the doorbell ring. So we're waiting. All right. And it's 4 minutes, but it felt like the longest 4 minutes of our lives. And I'm not exaggerating, because I was so scared the person was still there, and we were like thinking, we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, are we gonna die today? Like, I was literally thinking, like, today's like the last day. Like, I was so scared. I've never ever said like I think I might die. Like, maybe when I was in a car and I was like, oh god, like we're spinning, like but it was never like I think I'm gonna die. Like this time I really was like, oh my god, like I don't want to go, like I'm 20, I want to live my life. Like, I was thinking of everything, and I was trying so hard to like stay calm, because both of us were freaking out. Both of our hands were shaking like insane. Like, it was not good. Neither of us could go crazy, because if one of us started like crying or something, like animals, we don't know if that person would have came with like an axe or something and banged on the door. Like, we didn't know what was going on. So we're waiting for the police, and we're like, okay, we're gonna open the door, we're gonna go together. I'm gonna grab a bottle, she's gonna grab the spray, but I'm still frozen, and the doorbell rings, and she goes with the spray, and I literally felt like such a coward in that moment, but I was so strong. I was so strong for that before she was even awake. Okay, so I get that credit, and she gets that credit. All right. So the guy.